today, me and one of my viewers, Zeviliver, if I hope I pronounced that right, we tried to complete the Origins Easter egg. It did not go well at all. Okay, before we start off, I just gotta say we're playing Steam Black Ops 3 because playing Boy Client is just way too confusing. You can still play Boy Client with friends. It's way too confusing. You have to use a VPN. I just didn't want to do that. And he just suggested that we use the community patch from Sirius, which is way easier, of course. And of course, he's using Mega Golgons, so we have almost the entire map open up on round 1. And then, of course, get the first part to the shield. And I gotta say one thing real quick. I didn't know this at all because I have no friends, of course, so I'm usually playing by myself when I play zombies. But when you try to turn on the generator, it actually costs twice the amount when you're playing with 2 players. I then turned on the master volume. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, the master volume, or just the volume in general on the Boy Client, is so much quieter. And then Zeviliver goes down, so I have to run all the way across the map to get to him because he opened up the entire map. I then turn on generator 3. Zeviliver then turns on gen 2, and then I start looking for the ice disc, which can easily be found. As you see right there, I picked it up, and then I started looking for the second part to the shield, which I do very easily get. I mean, I've played this map way too much, to be honest with you, but yet the only staff that I really know how to get off by heart, except for the puzzle, is the ice staff, which is hilarious. But at the same time, why are you gonna go for any other staff unless you're playing BO2? Maybe the wind staff, but any other staff, why are you gonna go for the fire staff? It then starts snowing on round 3, which I hate when it happens. I always hope that it snows on at least round 5 or 6. That way you have enough points to open up the entire map from gen 1 to gen 6. But at the same time, it really doesn't matter. It only takes till round 20 just to get to the next round where it snows.
Wow! Your trash, kid.
Of course, not really much happened on round 3. I really just built the shield, got a couple of the discs for the staffs, and then turned on gen 6. It's very normal stuff you do, of course. Unless you think the best zombies map of all time is Keener Dome Black Ops 1, which is wrong, by the way. The best zombies map of all time is Dead Ops Arcade Black Ops 1. I then get the first part to the ice staff, first part to the fire staff. Then I told Zeviliver not to end the round, but it's mainly because I wanted to get the ice staff on round 3, which of course didn't happen because there were no dig sites left.
We do not care.
No.
Then Zeviliver spawns in raindrops, of course, and then I get mule kick, of course, really useful perk, honestly. I definitely need that. I then get my second perk to the ice staff. I sadly didn't get it because Zeviliver ended the round super quickly with the raindrops. I probably could have gotten it though on round 4. I then get my first part to the lightning staff. First time saying that, oh my god. We then decided to settle on me getting the ice staff and the lightning staff, and him getting the wind staff and the fire staff. It just makes it easier if one person's getting 2 staffs instead of like him only getting 1 staff and me getting 3, of course, and vice versa. And then make the jump onto here, and then I get the second part to the lightning staff, and only on BO3 because you can slide, you can get back onto the tank without stamina up in time, which is awesome. I barely managed to get up on there, and I was so proud of myself, so I didn't have to go all the way around just to get the last part to the lightning staff. On BO2 though, you definitely need stamina, and of course because it's round 8, a Panzer spawns in. But for those of you who do not know, the trip mines will instantly kill a Panzer on any round, so it just makes him a complete joke, to be honest. The reason for why he didn't die this time is because I probably threw the second trip mine too early, like an absolute genius. I then picked up all the parts of the fire staff and then got the music disc, or the disc for the lightning staff, and we're honestly looking pretty good already. It's just the fact that the lightning staff took me about 50 minutes to find out how to do.
And that was literally the part for the upgrade where you have to turn the dial.
I then get the crystal for the lightning staff, and of course as soon as I was about to pack a punch from getting out of the lightning tunnel, the Templar zombies just turn off gen 6 and then of course ruin my day. And look what I get for turning on the generator. Oh my gosh, a Lego Divinium. Oh my gosh, how useful you are, even though there's like a billion different ways to get unlimited Golgons. I then placed the stone in this fountain. This is the first time I've actually ever done this. It's for the G-Strike grenades, which are basically just monkey bombs. If I had to say, they're just monkey bombs but better, really. They launch a whole bombs like down at the ground, and I'm pretty sure they can kill on any round. I could be wrong. I then have to revive Zeviliver again. On round 15, I finally go back to trying filling up the souls so I can get G-Strike grenades. You can only do it with melee kills, So I had to use the shield because there's literally nothing I could have done. I mean, I guess I could have tried to get the Thunder Fist, which no way, or I could have tried to use insta kills, which was what I tried to do. There was of course an insta kill as soon as I got trapped in the corner and died. There was literally nothing I could have done though. And then Zeviliver tried to get to me, but he couldn't get to me in time. Of course, I was too far away from him, and then it was luckily near the end of the round, because if it wasn't, I would have left the game. So I come back to where all the staffs are, and then I pick up the lightning staff again, and basically, even though the lightning staff is kind of terrible, on the early rounds, like round 16, it still does kill till at least round 30 and 40, but after that, you're not going to use this thing ever. Of course, the first perk that I buy back is PhD Slider, because I mean, like, the lightning staff, it does a lot of explosive damage, so you just got to make sure you don't die to that. I then try to reactivate Generator 5, of course, so I can pack-a-punch the SCG, because the SCG is really the go. Honestly, it's super good on Chronicles. I don't know why, but it's also good on Black Ops 2, but I love it on this game. So, and it also takes like twice the amount of time depending on how many players you have. I don't know, if there's 4 players, it probably takes 4 times the amount of time to turn on one generator. I then grab a new shield. I also bought stamina up, and then I try to fill up the souls again, and of course it disappeared. And oh yeah, Panzer spawned in, but he got destroyed in like 2 seconds from the lightning staff, and another one spawned in, but guess what, he also got destroyed.
No.
Did he just use an I without an uppercase? Oh my god. Finally, and I'm not even kidding, on round 19, I finally figured out how to do the lightning puzzle with the tiles. It's so confusing, and I finally, and I don't think we really need to look at any more of the lightning staff. The rest of it is really easy. You just got to turn on those tiles until it gets the purple, or whatever staff you're doing, and then you got to fill up with souls in the crazy place, and that's it. And now I'm doing the ice staff, which, like I said, I know this one off by heart, except for the puzzle, which I definitely didn't have a picture up by the way. I then deal with the 2 Panzers that spawn in, and also down Zeviliver. He was also getting connection interrupted, that probably was why. But with 4 players, do 4 Panzers spawn in? Like, I don't even want to think about that. In round 25, I try filling up the souls, because I did manage to bring the tile back without stepping on the mud, so I'm able almost to get the G-Strike grenades. Still got to get melee kills to fill up the souls again, but it's such a high round that I have to just pray that I can actually just freeze the zombies and then melee them and kill them that way. And I almost died a couple of times. Luckily I had ABH, and because of how bad the connection was between both of us, he just kept on getting connection interrupted, and then he eventually got disconnected, and then there goes an hour and a half of work.